a stubborn and rebellious generation. A generation that set not their heart aright, and whose spirit was not steadfast with God. If I were to use a topic for today, I would say, whose team are you playing for? And if I were to go a little further, I would say it takes more than stepping up to the plate. You have to swing the bat. Said we have to swing the bat. Even though this particular scripture was scribed for the Israel of old, this scripture speaks to us as a modern day individual who find ourselves a day late and $1 short when it comes to living life. For many, not all, but many, Father's Day leaves a bad taste to swallow. It's something that a Hallmark card can't cure. It's an issue that a 30% off sale can't rectify. For after the card is tossed in the trash and the gifts get thrown in the closet, children and families are left with the broken memories of what their fathers were or weren't in their lives. We live in a day and age where it seems like the role of today's fathers, or even worse, being a man is almost extinct. Society wants to place the stigma on the male species, dubbing us, saying that most men are unfaithful and are uncommitted to rearing a family in the 21st century. We allow statistics and figures to shape our thinking on the absence of today's fathers and men. Statistics will tell you that the majority of men are locked up or dead. So where does that leave us that are here today? But they don't want to do a study on the men who are in the lives of their children. They will never do a study on the effect of what Jesus has on the lives of today's men. The world would rather paint the picture of the broken home situation and revel over the success of a child making it regardless whether their father was there or not. Then they want to blame the shortcomings on the pitfalls over not having a father in the home. Famous phrase that they all want to say, it is time for us to man up. Or even better, it is time for us to step up to the plate.
That's what they say.
Sad part about it is that there are too many men that just step up to the plate. But many of them are scared to swing. Many of men are scared to hold the bat of responsibility that this world brings. Some men are scared to look Satan in the face, knowing that he wants to strike them out. But what we don't understand is if we don't have Jesus as our coach, and if we don't have Jesus as our general manager, if we don't have Jesus as president of the league and owner of the team, we as people will strike out every time. That's just not a man thing. That's just not a woman thing. That's just a life thing.
You better look out.
Because in times of trouble, and you find yourself in a sticky situation, you can't call on our manhood to get us out of what's going on. Many times, 9 times out of 10, and I can count them, it was probably our manhood that got us in the predicament that we're in. But if you're playing for Team Jesus, you guys don't hear me. If you're playing for Team Jesus, if you're playing for Team Jesus, you will never strike out. See, unlike playing for any other team, Jesus wants to cultivate women. Other teams want men who are apex predators, go-getters, the fan favorites, the most likely to succeed, the most athletic. But Jesus wants those who are willing to father him, who are willing to follow him. You may say, well, Mr. Brown, well, what are you telling me here today? I don't have what you have. I don't have a family like you have. You don't need a family like I have. You don't need that right now. We're living in a situation where things are broken up right now. Families aren't together.
That's right.
Families don't eat together. Don't stay together. Families are only supposed to last probably 2-3 years of marriage. We're in situations right now where children stay with grandma. Children stay with. They're making it seem like men don't know be men.
That's right. That's right.
But I'm glad to count 1, 2, 3. Children around them, but they know how to stand in the gap. They know how to be there and prepare themselves and show themselves for a generation. Nowhere near bragging right now.
Yes, sir.
But it was funny on the day of my birthday, and I'm not going to say it's funny, but how it came together.
Come on.
At my job where I work at. Besides it being my birthday, in an auditorium filled after they got finished laying out children. I didn't see it coming. They gave me an award. They named me award. They said staff member of the year. I didn't know what to say about that.
Yes, sir.
Everybody, children, I just got finished yelling at I just got finished yelling at children left and right. So for whatever it was, they saw something. I don't have children of my own. But I had an auditorium filled with children that were willing to understand. They know what a good man is. They may not have one in their lives, but you show what it's about.
That's right.
They say we need to step up to the plate. But as long as you have Jesus as your coach, like I said, as long as you have Jesus as your he'll show you how to swing the ball. You have Jesus in your corner each and every day. Well, you may say, well, I can't father a child. I don't know how to be a father right now. I'm only 20-something. It's not my time right now. But if you just stay there, and let Jesus run the place. Let Jesus ride out the play and The hardest thing about being a man is his shoulder. We have a lot of things on us because of sin and what has happened to us. We have a lot of problems on our shoulders. We have bills that need to be paid. We have to work. We have to do this. We have to do that. And so it's like we're losing fighting a losing battle. But I'm telling you right now, we can't play for team manhood now. We can't play for team manhood. It's not working. It hasn't been working. When we play for team manhood, but we gotta play for team Jesus. As men, forget it all. Just as people, we need to play for team Jesus. Let's go to the scripture just a little while. I want to go over certain scriptures. It says 6, verse 6. That the generation come might know them. It's funny, we can birth leaders. We want to birth leaders. We want to birth our children to be leaders. We can birth basketball players. We can birth football players. They can throw the football. They can swing the bat. But many of them don't have the real fundamentals it takes to be a true winner. They don't have what it takes. Many of them can dribble the ball. They can lay it up. They can do all types of stuff. They can put it behind the back. They can slide home. They can do everything. But the funny thing about it is, a lot of them lack sportsmanship. They don't know how to work with other people. They don't know how to work with other people. With everybody else. They don't know when to fall back and let somebody else do it. They don't know how to fall back and let somebody else do it. They don't know how to sit down sometimes. Sometimes you gotta sit down during the game. Sometimes you gotta just let somebody else run it for you. But we can birth glory hogs. We can birth people who they don't understand how it is to lose sometimes. We can birth people on how to win. But we can't birth people on what to do when it's time to sit down in the seat. When it's time to sit down and shut up. But as men, when you have Jesus, when you play for Jesus, when you play for Jesus' team, besides learning how to swing the bat, he'll tell you when to put the bat down. He'll tell you when to give it to somebody else. He'll tell you when you need to just fall back and you know what, let other people run the play. But I'm glad about today. I got 2 men right here. I could have been birthed to a family of gang members. I could have been birthed to a family of drug dealers. I could have been birthed to a family of stars that had their lives screwed up. And I'm birthed to some men that have Jesus in their lives. My uncle, my dad, all I've seen all my life. All I've seen all my life were nothing but good men who know how to work. This man taught me how to run a business at 7. This man taught me when to keep my mouth shut. My other uncle ran his mouth over no more.
Come on.
We gotta play for Jesus. We haven't gone anywhere as a people. But understand, it doesn't matter your occupation. Doesn't matter your job. Doesn't matter if you're sweeping trash.
Come on.
Doesn't matter if you're in a boardroom. Doesn't matter where you're at. But as long as you have Jesus, and you're on Jesus' team, and you're swimming, doesn't matter where you wind up, you may make some mistakes in life.
Yes.
But understand Jesus is with you. Yea, though I walk through the valley in the shadow of death, I don't fear what?
No evil. No evil.
God are with me. God and what? God with me.
Yeah.
God prepares what?
A table.
Before me in the presence of mine enemies.
Enemies.
And if you keep those scriptures with you, if you keep that in your heart, you keep those in your mind, you will be able to swing the bat. It's not for men.
Yeah.
That's for women.
That's right.
That's for everybody.
That's right.
That's for anybody who feels they're losing right now.
Yeah.
That's for anybody that's not a black thing, that's not a white thing.
That's right.
That's for
Everybody.
That's for anybody. Right now we're fighting a losing battle right now. And you can't pick up that bat. And you feel it hard to pick up the bat to swing. But keep Jesus. The bat may be heavy, but keep that bat with you. Keep the bat with you. Keep the bat during all times.
Yeah.
But most of all, keep Jesus. Keep Jesus with you. Keep Jesus with you. It's not the time to be atheist. It's not the time to be to leave Jesus alone. It's not the time to get here on Sunday morning, singing and go home and you stay having the burdens on you.
Yeah.
But you have to be a part of Jesus' team each and every day. Each and every way. But whose team are you playing for? And can you swing the bat? Can you swing the bat when it's time? God bless you.